Ja, willkommen zum 11. Teil von This is the Police. Alle Angestellten der Stadtverwaltung erhalten Betriebswagen für Privatnutzung. Fribourg erleidet Invasion kleiner Drogendealer. Wird Lübeck Austragungsort des Halbfinales der Jugendhockey-Liga? Mr. Boy, warum haben Sie Ihre Beamten zu den feministischen Demonstrationen geschickt? Das ist mein Job. Die Feministen hatten eine Bedrohung sein können. Wir haben Beschwerden über Lärm erhalten, Aussage verweigert. Das ist mein Job. Es war eine größere Veranstaltung. Die Polizei war verpflichtet, Präsenz zu zeigen. Ja. Stellte Teilnehmer der Demonstration ihrer Meinung nach tatsächlich eine Gefahr für andere dar? Auf jeden Fall, auf gar keinen Fall. Schwer zu sagen. Ich weiß es nicht. Schwer zu sagen. Man weiß nie wirklich, wer gefährlich ist und wer nicht, bis es zu spät ist. Mr. Boyd, Sie sind verheiratet, oder? Ja, aber meine Frau und ich leben nicht zusammen. Ja, ich bin verheiratet. Ja, einfach nur ja. Wie denken Sie persönlich über Frauen? Gut, schlecht, genau wie über Männer? Das ist eine unangemessene Frage. Gut. Ich zeige Ihnen gegenüber meine bestes Benehmen. Wie sollte man Frauen sonst behandeln? Mr. Bond, haben Sie den Befehl gegeben, die Demonstration gewaltsam aufzulösen? Nein, der Befehl wurde von einem kommandierenden Beamten vor Ort gegeben. Den Abend zuvor hat derselbe Beamte auf der Wache angerufen und einige ziemlich schreckliche Dinge auf dem Anrufbeantworter gesprochen. Unglücklicherweise haben wir den Ernst nach dem Vorfall abgehört. Ach, unglücklicherweise haben wir den erst nach der Vorfall abgehört, ja.
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing, but my weekly visit to the old colony club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy
Ja, wir haben es doch
strut.
verstanden, du hast viel zu
That's
viel
how the
gesoffen,
newspapers described Vickis Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Well, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers. This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Ja, das war der 11. Teil. Bis zum nächsten Mal.
Falls euch das Video gefallen hat, Daumen nach oben. Wenn ihr mehr Videos von mir sehen wollt, könnt ihr mich gerne kostenlos abonnieren. Danke fürs Zuschauen.